Hi, this is part 5 of Healing the Eating Habit. Healing the Eating Habit is in paperback form and available from Lulu Online Publishing. That's Lulu Online Publishing, and also Amazon. Healing the Eating Habit, part 5. What is the difference between my fat self and my thin self? List all the things that you think would be different if you were slim. For example, you may feel you would be more attractive, your clothes would fit better, you would find and attract a soulmate more easily. Now, here's the tricky bit. I want you to write down all the various ways you could achieve that same result without getting slim. For example, how would I be more attractive without getting slim? Well, I can pay more attention to the clothes I wear and experiment with different styles of dress and makeup just for fun. I also resolve to cease criticizing the way I look, and instead I will find something to praise in my appearance. That way, I am sure to feel more attractive, and if I feel attractive, I will look attractive. I can begin to see my attractiveness. I can affirm daily my name. I believe you are an attractive woman. Whilst keeping eye contact with myself in the mirror, I can persist with this until I believe it. By keeping eye contact with yourself, you are starting with the attractiveness in your eyes, and everyone has attractive eyes, especially when self acceptance and love shine through them. Another good affirmation is every day in every way I am experiencing natural beauty, light, and life. What an attractive thought to have in your subconscious. A thought that can surely bring about attractive results. How clothes fit better without getting slim? I can buy myself clothes that fit me now at this size in the styles I really like. I could buy elasticated waists and my skirts so I can feel more comfortable and they'll fit perfectly. I will get that suit altered so that it fits me now at the size and shape I am now. How can I attract a partner without getting slim? I could write a list of the qualities I want in my ideal partner. I can visualize myself going out on a date and enjoying an evening with an interesting man, thus psychologically preparing myself for a successful, delightful date. I can work on dissolving any fears I might have around having a relationship and intimacy. I can get out and participate in activities I enjoy, thus giving myself the chance to meet a partner who has the same interests as me. I could think about how people in general attract and repel each other, what subtle signals are given and received. I could analyze the signals I send out and consider if they are appropriate. Look closely at the various ways you achieve your desired result without having to wait until you are slim. Choose the ideas that appeal to you the most and start to incorporate them into your daily life as much as possible so you can get valuable feedback or good results. This way, you can achieve those desired states first listed through looking at and doing what it really takes to achieve them, rather than assuming that this all happens just as a result of being slim. You will also be achieving your slim figure by eating when hungry and stopping when physically full. Just like following up on the healthy answers to our important question, given the fact I feel this way, what would I like to do now? The incorporation into your day to day life of activities like in the aforementioned examples is very important. For this is the practical work that gets you your own personal results. So take action, appropriate action. The more you actually do those activities, the richer your life will become as you realize that the things you want in life do not come as a result of being slim alone, but rather as a result of you personally making the effort and taking those necessary and sometimes scary steps towards their achievement. You will become slim. As I have already mentioned, you will become slim as a result of eating when you are physically hungry and stopping when you are physically full. To stop eating when physically full is made easier and indeed possible when you are appropriately addressing your own emotional issues. Instead of using food when full to deal with your emotional hunger, you are acknowledging how you feel, asking yourself what you would like to do, and following up on the healthy answer. Thus, you are nurturing yourself emotionally, feeding yourself emotionally in these new, healthy, and truly satisfying ways. You can see now that this is a two pronged attack on the compulsive behavior. One, you are relating to your physical hunger appropriately by eating when physically hungry and stopping when physically full. Two, you are relating to your emotional needs appropriately by actually addressing the emotional issue rather than suppressing it. With all this appropriate activity, there is no room for addicted activity. Thus, you break free from addiction and knock this complex phenomenon called food addiction well and truly on the head, seeing it for what it is, an inadequate means of dealing with feelings and emotional issues. It now lies dead, like the discarded habit it is, no longer a threat, but simply something you understand and have no use for, having replaced it with good health, psychological and physical strength, personal achievement, and fulfillment. The adventure begins. This journey is a joyous one of self discovery, support, friendship making, increased love and respect for one's own body, and the awakening of something we thought we had lost, but instead had only temporarily forgotten: how to listen to ourselves, our needs, and respond accordingly. It is an experimentation of what we can do and a discovery of what brings us joy. It is a lightening up process from within out, both physically and psychologically. It is the only road to be on, the road of personal expansion and growth, effortless expansion into the good that we desire and the life we want. This road leads us right into an improved life, no longer expanding our body size by using food to suppress our feelings. We are instead expanding our very selves into the joy of life. Joy that comes from working towards and achieving your own heartfelt desires in each area of your life, including career, relationships, finances, and health. As we grow, harmony replaces disharmony, love replaces fear. Courage and strength coexist, and all our efforts and rewards are equally balanced. A new, truer way of being evolves and flourishes as we each fulfill our own unique potential in all areas of life. This is the alternative to stuffing down our feelings. This is being alive. This is the experience of feeling our feelings. Slim and healthy. It is wise to want to be slim and healthy. To be slim and healthy is a goal all of us can certainly achieve. Being obsessed with food and weight is, however, a very different story. Obsessive behavior has its roots firmly planted in the fertile soil of unresolved emotional issues, suppressed feelings, and ideas of lack and limitation. How we deal with our unresolved emotional issues and problems is an important factor in contributing to how healthy we are. Let's go back to basics. An unresolved emotional issue is simply something we have not learned. A, how to deal with in such a way that we can change it into something more favorable to us. Or B, how to change our perspective on it so that we feel more comfortable and accepting of it. In fact, often when we change our perspective on a problem, we often open the way for the perfect solution to appear. When we eat beyond physical fullness, we block that way. We stuff down or suppress the problem and our feelings about it rather than deal with it in a more appropriate way. However, now that we are healing our eating habit, one of our main goals is to find that more appropriate way. We focus on discovering practical, workable solutions to our day to day problems and emotional issues. We learn how to feel more comfortable with ourselves and our feelings. As we cease avoiding our feelings, and as we find ways to deal with our emotional issues, we are no longer turning to food in order to stuff those feelings down. Anytime we find ourselves not physically hungry but still wanting to eat is a good time to check in with our feelings. This eating when we are already physically full is eating that is done in order to suppress or stuff down a feeling or emotional issue. Sometimes we are not aware of the emotional issue or feeling. We are only aware of the need to binge or eat those 10 extra biscuits when already definitely physically full. And we end up wondering, why am I eating this? I'm not even hungry. Eating until you experience an uncomfortable overfullness in your stomach could be your normal eating pattern. This is the pattern that you can alter and change to eating when physically hungry and stopping when physically full. As I have already mentioned, this stuffing down of an emotional issue, which occurs when we eat even though the stomach is physically full, is the same as suppressing it. Anytime you find yourself eating even though you feel physically full, know that you are eating to suppress some feeling or emotional issue. Why else would you want to eat when your stomach is already physically full and busily digesting its contents? Physically, you do not require that food. Your stomach is full. It is uncomfortable to overeat and uncomfortable to carry around excess weight. So, why do you do this? The answer is sure and simple. You do this in order to stuff down, i.e., suppress, the feelings and emotional issues that you have not yet learned how to deal with in a healthier way. End of part 5. Healing the Eating Habit, paperback by Sophia Bothwell, available from Lulu Online Publishing, that's Lulu Online Publishing, or Amazon. One-to-one sessions with Sophia Bothwell via Zoom, Skype, Google Meets, or Facebook video call are available. Email sophia2227@gmail.com. That's Sophia, Sofia 2227 at gmail.com.